Today on the channel, we'll be unboxing the Lethal Enforcer, the Poisonous Psychopath, Spider-Man's Bane and Pain, here on... Welcome back to the channel. I'm your host Newman, and today we'll be unboxing Marvel Legends Venom from Hasbro Toys. Inspired by his earliest appearances, this 6-inch scale figure contains over 20 points of articulation, is packaged in a retro card back style, and contains a swappable head and one pair of extra hands. Now, I bought my figure as a pre-order from Walmart. I only bought one, and I probably should have bought two because the price on this figure has actually kind of jumped up pretty significantly. Is the price jump an indicator of how good this figure is, or did Marvel Legends simply just not make enough? Let's find out! Alright, and now we've got a close-up of the figure in package. Love that 90s Spider-Man logo. Get out my trusty box cutter. I'm going to make a little door in the back here for this, because this thing is really sealed into it. You just can't rip it off like your normal card back. Here we've got him in the plastic, and we're just going to go ahead and get this guy out. Alright, and here we are, and... Alright, so first up, this figure looks fantastic. This looks really good. That face sculpt is amazing. I love that tongue. There's a lot of good detail on the tongue, on the face, on the teeth. The paint work is very good. I don't see any slop anywhere here, so that's a good thing. I love the type of, it's almost like a, it's not quite glossy. It's a little glossy. The black on here. Oh, look at those feet. It's always funny. Venom has those claws, but he just has like little footies on. Let's check out the articulation. The head goes all the way around. Unfortunately, it doesn't go back very well. It looks like there's a ball joint in here, but there's no hinge. That's unfortunate. Arms go up to about here. That's all right. We've got some butterfly joints that are very tight. All right, we've got a cut at the bicep right here. Let's check out the other one. That cut is good as well. Those are nice and fine and dandy. Let's check out the elbows. We should have some double jointed elbows. Now, his arms are pretty beefy, so we can't get a really good flex on it. It's good though. It's not bad, but you know, his arms are so big. We've got a hinge joint at the wrists. They're okay. Again, because his forearm, ooh, look at that. Just knocked that thing right out. Because his forearms are so beefy, there is a little bit of hindrance when you're doing the articulation there. There's no problem with the spin, but the tilt can be a little precarious. That's unfortunate. We've got a ball joint in the torso, so we can get some good ab crunch, and your typical hinge ab crunch as well. Both of those were seen in the Iron Fist figure. You can click the link above to see that review. We've got some cuts at the upper thighs. We've got a double jointed knee as well. Those are both pretty good. Man, he's got some big calves. Let me tell you, I'm jealous of those calves. There's no boot cut, unfortunately, but we've got some good articulation in the ankles. They pivot, they go up and down. They're pretty nice. All right, so all in all, we've got some pretty good articulation. I would have kind of liked the boot cut, and again, you can't really quite get a great flex with the double jointed elbows, because again, those biceps and those forearms are just huge. And I gotta be honest, I kind of wish they had toe articulation in this figure as well, like they did in the Iron Fist figure. I feel like that may have been a missed opportunity, but hey, whatever. I think I'm grasping for a little too much. So he balances very well. Don't have to do a whole bunch of manipulation to get him well balanced on my ill-balanced table. Now we're going to keep Eddie in the background for a little bit while we go over his accessories. Let's start off with the extra head, which we've got right here. And look at this head. This is fantastic. I really do like the grinning McFarlane Venom. Even more so than the one with the big tongue. It's suitably creepy. It screams, I'm the darker Spider-Man. I'll eat your face! Let's check out the swappable hands. We've got some punching fists. All right, these look pretty good, and they look like they're probably original sculpt because you can see the claws on his fingers, even in the fist, so that's nice. Let's go ahead and take a look and see how he looks with this other head, and all right, there we go. All right. This might be my preferred look. I don't know, because that tongue that tongue isn't articulated, but that tongue is a very good sculpt. I don't know. This is going to be a hard choice. Both these heads look really good. Let's check out the other hands on this figure. And man, look at this. It looked like he jumped right off of the page. Just fantastic. Just really good looking. I'm pretty impressed. Now, I don't have a lot of Spider-Man figures. In fact, I don't have any Marvel Legends Spider-Man figures that are out of the package. So we're actually going to go ahead and do a comparison with the Sentinel Peter B. Parker Spider-Man that I have. All right, there we go. And you know what? I do like this contrast in physicality. I think the Marvel Legends Spider-Man, I know there's a ton of them. They're probably going to be a little bit bigger than my Sentinel, but I like the fact that Venom is a lot bigger than this particular Spider-Man. It really reminds me of Spectacular Spider-Man. But back to the figure that we're actually reviewing. Let's see if we can get him in some nice dynamic poses. Let's see how well this articulation works out with me. Now, I don't have any references, so I'm just going to kind of wing it. So here we got a nice pose right here, probably leaping down from a building. Here's another one with the tongue. Oh yeah, this looks good. All right. I think I'm going to have a lot of fun with this figure. Here's another one. Not too different from the last one, but, you know, just a little more menacing with the claws right out. Look at that. All right, and here we got him with... I love the fact that he can actually palm Spider-Man's head. So I think, ooh, this is... I really like this dynamic with these two figures. And here's another one. Now, this kind of makes me wish that it came with maybe a couple of webs. That's kind of unfortunate, because he can do... all of the poses that Spider-Man can do, but he doesn't have the webs. That's a shame. All in all, you can get some really good poses out of this thing. Very nice. There are not a lot of bells and whistles in the way of accessories with this figure, but I don't think you really need them. I think this figure pretty much stands on his own. It's really good looking. The sculpt is great. Face sculpt is just fantastic. Both of them. The fact that I can't decide which face sculpt to use, that's a definite plus for this figure. Looks fantastic. Okay, final thoughts. This is a fantastic figure. It's not perfect, it's not without its flaws or opportunities, but overall it is a very good Marvel Legends figure. Very good for the money. The head sculpts are great, the articulation is pretty good, paint application is good, no slop. Posability and playability are both very fun, very good. It's really nice, it's a really good figure. Some issues here and there. The butterfly joints stick just a little bit. The articulation in the double jointed elbows and the wrists, they are a little bit obstructed by the very large muscles. So that's a shame. Some opportunities that the figure could have had would have been those articulated toes as previously discussed, just like the Iron Fist figure. And honestly, I think that's pretty much it. Oh yeah, also the webbing. It could have had maybe some black webbing. Would have been nice. None of those things are deal breakers whatsoever. It's a really good figure. Go out and get it if you can. I got mine for $24.99 at Walmart as a pre-order. Unfortunately, it is no longer up for pre-order, and it's actually a little scarce to find. You're probably going to have to go to the aftermarket to find it. I think it ranges between 30 to 40, so it's not outrageously priced, but I probably would act fast if you do want to get this figure before it balloons up to crazy proportions. But all in all, great job, Hasbrah. You did a fantastic job. You get a gold star. So I am Rip It Open at Newman on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, X. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, hit the bell for notifications, and I will check you later.